All right, first prompt. ¿A dónde vas de vacaciones?
Vamos a Puerto Rico.
Vamos a Puerto Rico. I mean, the sentence is correct, but the question is, ¿con quién va? Or ¿a dónde vas? So it should be voy. So I'm going to call it an 8. Yeah, we're going to go with an 8 because it's right, kind of. Let's go with the next one. ¿Con quién vas?
Voy con quien, hermano.
Voy con quien, hermano. So should be voy con mi hermano. That quien is a trouble, and so if we look over at that, where does it put it? We're going to say that's a minor error? Maybe, but that changes the sentence. That's more than a minor error, even though it's just one word, so 7. And then, ¿qué tiempo hace en el verano? And the response is?
Hace buen tiempo.
Hace buen tiempo. I mean, it's correct. I look at the rubric and it says, ¿qué tiempo hace en el verano? The rubric isn't defined enough to say it's a, let's see, hace buen tiempo is a complete sentence. I taught my students that they have to say either multiple things about the multiple ways to describe the weather, or to say at least the season. And so I'm going with a 9. I mean, according to the rubric, did what it's supposed to do, but that's not, they're supposed to do a little bit more than that. I think the rubric needs to be updated there. Prompt 4 is, ¿cuáles atracciones quieres visitar? And the response is, ¿cuáles atracciones quieres visitar?
Vamos a la playa en Puerto Rico.
Vamos a la playa en Puerto Rico. Now we look at this, answer the question in a complete sentence, but it says cuáles, atracciones. Es plural, tiene que haber más que uno. It just has to be more than one. So, down over here, which one is that? That is prompt 4. So it's an 8. I mean, the answer is right, but there's got to be at least one more. Perhaps there should be even a point lower to a 7, but when you look at 7, answer the question with a phrase. No, it's a full sentence. One, or a question in complete sentence, there's 2 minor errors. No, the problem isn't the errors, it's just not enough. So I'm going to go with an 8, even though the rubric doesn't define it that way. I think the rubric needs to define it that way. Okay, next one. Actividades, again, what activities do you want to do? And then one way you plan to be more than a tourist. And we have?
Vamos ir al bucear.
Vamos ir al bucear. So it's incorrect, and then it doesn't include one of those ways to be more than a tourist. However, when we look at this thing, we have some issues. It says, so I mean, it could be in here somewhere because it has the al, minor, but I'm going to go down lower than that, prompt 5 with the 7, because it's supposed to address one of those vocabulary terms that shows that how you can be more than a tourist. The rubric doesn't say that. It should. Now we get to the questions.
¿A dónde vas?
¿A dónde vas? Ask where he's going. I mean, it's mostly right. It doesn't say de vacaciones, but it's mostly right. And what was that? That was prompt 6. So prompt 6, I'm putting at a 7 because it's just ¿a dónde vas? I'm saying it's incomplete. That's how I'm interpreting that. ¿A dónde vas? Just where are you going? Just like, I didn't say on vacation, just like where are you going? Okay, so 7. Prompt 7, ask who he's going with. And then, where is this? Ask him with whom they're going.
¿A dónde vas de vacaciones?
¿A dónde vas de vacaciones? It just missed that one. Completely missed that one. Did not answer the question. I mean, answered a question, but not this one, so 5.5. We go to prompt 8 now, asking about the weather. Sorry.
¿Cuál es la estación? ¿Qué tiempo hace hoy?
I mean, kind of like asking about the weather. ¿Qué tiempo hace hoy? All right, but really, we're supposed to be asking like, hey, what's the weather like when you go there? So, 7. We go to 9. Ask about the attraction.
¿Quieres atracciones?
¿Quieres atracciones? I mean, the word atracciones is in there, but it does not ask the question. So 6. Now, it's at least attempting to answer the question, so it's not a 5.5, it's a 6. And the last one,
¿Cuáles actividades quieres hacer?
and that's what you're supposed to do, ask about activities. Did it, so 10. Overall, 74.5, low.